so holy. You are holy, oh so holy. What a privilege and an honor to worship at your throne, to be called into your presence as your own. You are worthy, oh so worthy, so worthy. You are worthy, oh so worthy. What a privilege and an honor to worship at your throne, to be called into your presence as your own. You are faithful, oh so faithful. Lord, you're faithful, oh so faithful. What a privilege and an honor to worship at your throne, to be called into your presence as your own, your own. I can search the heavens high, I can search the earth below, but there's no one. There is no one, no one. I can search the heavens high, I search the earth below, but there's no one, no one, there is no one, no one so holy, no one so worthy, no one so worthy, no one so faithful, no one so there is no one, no one so holy, no one so holy, no one so worthy, no one so worthy, no one so faithful, no one so faithful,
Haba Yahuwah, Yerebo Sondo, Haba Yahuwah, Yerebo Sondo, Haba Yahuwah, Yerebo Sondo, Kurile Barese, Yerebo Sondo, Haba Yahuwah, Yerebo Sondo, Moseke Yakabo, Yerebo Sondo, Haba Yahuwah, Yerebo Sondo, Moseke Yakabo, Yerebo Sondo, Moshanta Labu, Yerebo Sondo, Kurile Masekeo, Yerebo Sondo, Haba Yahuwah, Yerebo Sondo, Mosaka Yakabo, Yerebo Sondo, Kurile Boseke, Yerebo Sondo, Masanta Labutu, Yerebo Sondo, Bushana Labuyeke, Yerebo Sondo, Masanta Labutu, Yerebo Sondo, Haba Yahuwah, Yerebo Sondo, Haba Yahuwah, Yerebo Sondo, Mosakaya Kabutu, Yerebo Sondo, Burile Sandalabo, Moseke Yakabo, Bushanta Labutu, Buseke Rabose, Yerebo Sondo, hey, Yerebo Sondo, hey, Yerebo Sondo, Sanda Masekebo, Yerebo sondo, yerebo seke, yerebo sondo. Mo santa labu, yerebo sondo. Mo sheke yeke okuri laba sendebo. Hiborobo sandaba, yerebo sondo. Himo sakaya kayebo, yerebo sondo. Himo santa labutu, yerebo sondo. Kushanta labeya, yerebo sondo. Meye kerebo sondo, yerebo sondo. Yahuwah orobo sendebo. Yerebo sondo, kurilaba seke yekeyebo. Yerebo sondo, yerebo sondo. Yerebo soko, masanta labu yerebo sondo. Yerebo sondo, yerebo sondo. Yahuwah yerebo sondo, yerebo sondo. Yahuwah yerebo sondo, Abba Yahuwah orobo senderebo. Yerebo sondo, yerebo sondo, moseke yekebo. Hey yerebo sondo, burile yakabo. Imorobo sondo, bushanta la busedei, bushanta la busendei. Yerebo sondo ye, yerebo sondo yerebo sondo, hey yerebo sondo. Haba Yahuwah, burileke seke, yantulubu, kerebo yantalabe, sunelaboye, imo sanduloboye, imo seke yekebo, imorobo santalabo, yerebo seke ya, yerebo sondo. Moshanta labubu, kariboye boreko sendebo. Yerebo sende ya, yerebo sende ya, yerebo so, mosanta labubu yekei. Yerebo so, masanta labu yeo. Yerebo sondo, yerebo sondo, Yahuwah. Haba Yahuwah, ya. Amba Yahuwah, morobo seke yekebo. Yerebo sondo, yerebo sondo, yerebo sondo, yerebo sondo, sondo sondo ya, Yahuwah robo seke yeke, yerebo so, yerebo so, yerebo sende, robo seke bo, hallelujah, yerebo sende ya bo, rabe, yerebo seke bo. Yerebo se ya Yahuwah orobo sekebo. Yerebo sondo, yerebo sondo. Moseke yekebo, burile shantabu. Yerebo sondo, sende o yerebo sondo. Yahuwah, Abba Yahuwah, Abba Yahuwah. Yerebo sondo, shema santa labu, shekerebo, isakarabo, sondo lobu yantebo, moshe ndarabu seke, hilalabo seke, yerebo santulubu, himalalalabu e karabu seke yeboke, Himo santa la bubu orobo sentele bobo. Ierebo seke sende boba shanta labo. Himo santa la bubu reke ya karaba santa bo. Ierebo seke seke yeke bo. Imoro bobo santa la bubu bubu yeke reke bo. I santa la bobo ye bobo seke. Himo santa la bubu ierebo sondo. Ha ha. Yerebo sondo, yerebo sondo, heya, yerebo sondo, yerebo sondo, heya, hallelujah, yeah. Orobo sende ya be ya, oh sende bo ya be ya. Greetings to the 12 tribes of Israel scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the name of Yahuwah. Shabbat Shalom family, for you are the reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Yes, the time is simply near. Just as we see each day goes by, And so draw nigh the coming of our Messiah, King Yahushua HaMashiach. Just as the Malach of Yahuwah said unto Yehukanah the Revelator, sealed not the prophecies of this book, for the time is near. Oh, family, how so near? It is the time in the spirit realm. Just a step to the door. A step to the door. Exactly what we are doing here, family. Decode the end times of prophecies, signs, dreams, in preparing people, body, house, for the returning of King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to whom all glory, honor, worship, exaltation, adoration, wealth, power, due eternally to the glory of His magnificent Father Yahuwah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the forever pure energy. Hallelujah for the Yahuwah. Monks, the doubter, until you see, before you will believe. And not too long from now, surely as Yahuwah liveth, you shall see. Now again, what is the use of our trumpets? Like we keep saying, what you are hearing, it is just a replica of something that is going on in the spirit realm. You know, Thomas the doubter will not believe whether is going on in the spirit realm, whatever. He won't believe until he see. Until you see, and when you see, it's going to be judgment. Until you see, when you see, there is no time for you to get your house ready or to cleanse up your polluted soul. So what is going on in the spirit realm? That is what we are voicing out. It is a replica. There is a shift in the spirit realm. Just as the Ruach HaKodesh said, let him that have ear hear what the Ruach HaKodesh is saying to the ministry, to the congregation. And again, the use of trumpet simply means get ready to meet up with him, or get ready to face his wrath. When you've been left behind, that is the wrath of King Yahushua HaMashiach. And again, as he said, due to the signs of the last days he gave unto us, he said, any generation that see those signs, they shall not pass away. And we are the last generation to see the returning of King Yahushua HaMashiach the second time. Hey, to cleanse the earth from its pollution. So do you have an ear? The signs of the last day is saying something here. I strongly believe once again, for the Yahuwah is using all things by things, or to minister unto us. He used the donkey, remember, and he also used the fish, remember. He's using all things these days to minister. So if you have a listening ear, therefore hear what the signs of the last days is saying.
You can't obviously believe that Watchman, Yahoo, and Deborah did not pay me to do the intro for White It Out 4 to deceive the masses. The true Israelites are the so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, and Native Americans scattered throughout the earth. The Judah team has an agenda to make all the tribes Hamite. Matthew 24:4 says, to take heed that no man deceive you.
Hey guys, the gig is up. I'm not the real Jesus. As a matter of fact, the fella's name wasn't even Jesus. He had a Hebrew name. There wasn't a letter J until a few hundred years ago. With that being said, I have fooled the whole world into the biggest sham of all time. The name and identity of the real fella has been taken over by me. There are thousands of paintings of Jesus, and they don't even come close. Jesus was the creation of the Roman Catholic Church, which served to replace the real fella, who probably looked more like Morgan Freeman. But who cares? The truth doesn't matter, as long as you pay your tithes. Gotcha.
Prior to this, let us get a preset. Revelation 12 now, as usual, you know already. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and the Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. You see, why should someone debate this? And why should you take this as a novel? This is wired. This is your period of warning. Yes, it is a period of warning unto you, because something is about to happen. I know there are many tumults around, but that never changed the mind of Yahuwah, that something is about to happen. This is wired. This should be an eye-opening and no room at all for debate. The signs of the last day, there is no need to debate it. You bring in an opinion for debating, to debate it, that simply means you are saying the royal law is a false. The whole world is deceived. Wake up, somebody. Before this thing hit you like a storm, wake up. It's about to hit you down. Wake up. This moment, it is your warning period. It is finished. Yeah, it is the very bombshell that bumped down every Christendom wickedness. All this, there are many false prophets selling oil, selling anointing oil, selling magazine, their pictures. They will put it in their t-shirt. They will put their picture in the t-shirt, and they will be selling it. All of them. Adeboye came here the other day, also sold some. Wake up, somebody, and let us do it. Let's talk about it. If you don't believe it, you are monks. But that never changed the reality. The reality is that the whole world is deceived, saith the royal law. The reality is that many false prophets has come and already deceived many. That is what the royal law said. Who will I believe? I can't help to believe Yahuwah rather than you. I can't believe you rather than Yahuwah. Yes. Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false messiahs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. And here is our concern. Once again, for the Yahuwah, I just bless you for the life of the elect, for your mercy that you extended unto them. This is why, because of this stipulation, this is why we always talk to you on their behalf. Yes, like David said, it's not heal, Shehu said, it's not he that wills, nor he that runneth. It is for the Yahuwah that showeth mercy. And David also said, blessed is he. You are blessed if your sin did not count against you. And who are this group? They are the elect. Their sin did not count against them. For the Yahuwah is not the man that should lie. When he said right from the foundation of this world, your name is already being written in the last book of life. That is it. No matter the game that the devil is playing, definitely you shall be redeemed. You see, while we are still yet a sinner in the world, the blood of Yehoshua HaMashiach speaketh good things for us. And the blood of Abel is crying out vengeance against Satan and his children. The blood of Abel, it is of vengeance upon Satan and all these false prophets that have come to deceive many, selling anointing oil, whereby he said, freely I give it to you, and freely pass it out. Why selling it if you are not demonized? Mishmaker and people, here we are in the heavenly courtroom of the Yahuwah, the Almighty, and the forever pure energy, with another powerful, breathful message for you and me. Like I said, I wanted to go off at least to have a quiet time, if Yahuwah's will. Unfortunately, Yahuwah said, don't be lazy, wake up, for I did not will. So here we are again in this heavenly courtroom with another powerful and breathful message for you and me, titled this is a bit scary, but take it the way it is. That is the reality we want to face right now. We need to take our scriptures just the way scripture is. Yes, this title, it is Yahuwah created good and he created evil. Yes. Father Yahuwah responsible for evil. That is what we want to look into today. He created good and he created evil. So this is our title today. Let us set the stage with Deuteronomy 32. I read, "Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the wonders of my mouth. My daughter shall drop as the rain, and my speech shall distill as the dew, and as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass, because I will publish the name of Yahuwah. Ascribe ye greatness unto our Elohim. He is the rock. His work is perfect, for all his ways are judgment. A Elohim of truth and without iniquity, just and right is he." Horobos karabayendere kosklimahan talababayeribu. Ribobo shandala babaye korobo hundere mahandala bayere bosei rebo handere bohandere koyile bohandere boseya ereboski mahandere boyendere bohandala baye kerebosei made sundele maha ye boskli bahantele bebo. I just love my Father. Once again, let us see what the royal law is for. How does it play out in our lives, and why the giving of the royal law? Okay, like I listed it already, point one. It functions as a sacred marriage document between a covenant between Yahuwah and his people Yisrael. Point 2. It outlines how the marriage is to be lived out. Its stipulation are what makes it a happy and a fruitful marriage. All glory unto you for the Yahuwah. Point 3. Its precepts describe how the marriage won't function. Yes, its precepts. That is what we are looking into now. It gave us the guideline how our marriage should function with Yahuwah. That is the royal law. Point 4. Each word a picture describes, each word pictures tells what marriage life would be like. This is awesome and it is wonderful. And point 5. Its judgment describes how each of the partner will relate to each other. Yes. And point 6. For either party to violate this agreement violates the marriage itself. This is what the devil did. He violated the disagree and he violated the covenant and the promises and the agreement. So that is why he get the judgment of eternal damnation. If you are also in conjunction with him, therefore you are also going to receive eternal damnation. If you disagree with the royal law, it is eternal condemnation. Now, point 7. The groom promised never to violate it because the groom is Yahuwah himself. Oh yes, he don't have the ability, like I always said, to violate his law. He don't have the strength to do that. He don't have the power. He don't have the capacity to violate his royal law. No. Heaven and earth will pass away, but his word stands for eternity, for all eternity. It is what he said it is. You see, so he cannot violate his promises. He promised to be a faithful and a wonderful and a lovely bridegroom unto his bride. You see, only that sometimes we the brides, we act unfaithful unto him sometime. But that is the reason of the sufficiency of the blood of Messiah. That each time we come out of this covenant, it will bring us back. It will drag us back so that the serpent won't bite us. He said when you break the edges, the serpent will bite you. And the edges that build a walls of fire or a protection around you, it is the royal law. Moshe said, keeping the royal law, it will make you wise before others. And David said, the royal law, it makes someone wise. It makes you wise in the midst of the enemy. You see, this is why Jesus done away with it in the life of almost 3 billion souls. Yes, because he is the man of sin. You see, Revelation 12, it talks about woman. And Revelation 17, it talks about woman. You see, the Revelation 12, that is the elect, the woman over there. That is the elect who clothed with the sun and the moon and the crown of 12 stars on her head. We are clothed with the royal law. We are clothed with it. Only the one Messiah is fulfilled already. That one we always give thanksgiving unto him. And this one again, it is punishment. Sometimes that's why I disagree with my brother Judea. He's talking about polygamy. He's propagating polygamy. Brother, you don't need to be propagating our punishment, because polygamy, it's punishment for the women because of what we did in Genesis 3. It is another punishment for us because Father Yahuwah make marriage monogamy. In the first place, marriage was never polygamy. Never. We know wickedness transpired in Eden's garden. That is why Father Yahuwah included it, because the woman she committed polyandry. So with that hunger, Father Yahuwah include polygamy. As we see, polygamy came from disobedience. It is our sin that brought about polygamy, brother. You don't need to be talking, because each time I see you talking about polygamy, you are breaking my heart. It makes me scared. You shouldn't be propagating polygamy. Polygamy came from a punishment. I know it's in the law, but it's not in the commandment, but it is in the law. But Joseph never did that. Moshe never did that. What about our brother, our forefathers that married just one wife? We know Father Abraham never also did that. Something happened that put him in that state. You knew it too well, brother. And we also knew Jacob also never did that. Something also put him in the state. Jacob never went to say, I'm going to create a polygamy. Something also put him in that state, brother. You are not going to bring about 12 tribes. The 12 tribes is already being accomplished. It's monogamy. Father Yahuwah started with. Polygamy, it is the punishment of the woman. But I know in the 7 days we are already in, Mashiach, when he comes, he will set us free from polygamy. And polygamy will be done away with. Because that was not the heart of the Yahuwah initially at the first place. No, in a nutshell, you knew it. It is monogamy. So having said that, right now we are going to look into the 4th commandment and the 4th homos. Excuse me, let me establish quickly. You see, the woman in Revelation 12 is the bride of Mashiach, while the woman in Revelation 17 is the bride of Jesus. And Mashiach is our husband eternally. We are his bride. That is why Titus 2:4 said, if a woman did not obey her husband, he said she blasphemed the word of Yahuwah. And who is the word of Yahuwah? Is Mashiach. You see, you say if a woman refuses to obey her husband, she is a blasphemer. And the same thing, in order for us not to be a blasphemer, not to blaspheme Yahuwah himself, we need to obey our bridegroom. Who is our bridegroom? Is Yahushua HaMashiach. He is our husband. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. That is the only definition. And again, he said, whosoever that does not love me can't keep my commandments. So for we not to blaspheme Yahuwah, we always keep the words of our husband, King Yahushua HaMashiach. That is the woman in Revelation 12. But the woman in Revelation 17 is the bride of Jesus Christ. The Jesus that done away with the Lord, the man of sin. He done away with it in Genesis 3. And he established his wickedness of the lake of fire. And we also see this time, devil also done away with the law in the lives of almost 3 billion souls. That was why his bride is not keeping the law. That was why he gave them Babylonia. Where did you find Sunday? Where did you find Sunday, Christmas, all your satanism feast? Where did you find it? Because you are the bride of Jesus. And that woman, you see the woman in Revelation 12, take with the royal law, the sun, which is King Yahushua, the moon, which is the Old Testament, and the crown of the 12 stars, which is the bride. That is our crown. We are the bride of Yahushua, the royal law, and every precept that comes from it. And you see the woman in Revelation, because she's an high lord, she's a prostitute. She decked with the things of the world. She decked with gold, with all kinds of precious stones. She's decked with it, filled with Babylonia, worldly things. Inherit the word and lose their soul. You see, all of them, they are selling Even Adeboye is selling anointing oil when he came here. They are selling all things. They will make a t-shirt and put their picture. They will also sell it. Bango, if you monitor me, you die. They are selling all things. Prayer points. CDs. Where did you see those things in the royal law that you have to sell it? Adeboye is taking tithe every week in their church here. Their wickedness here. With the one they call church, their coven. They pay tithe every week. Even though tithe is never nowhere found money. But these people, they are taking their every week. This is how they deck with gold, they deck with precious stones, they deck with the things of the world. They are filled with Babylonia. It says in their hands, they have a cup filled of black. They have a cup filled with names of blasphemy. Their cup, their Jesus, their practice, they are all blasphemy. So right now we are done with this session. Jesus, the Jesus, that is why he wanted to seduce us into fornicating, to fornicate with him. But the royal law has helped us and make us wise before him. So we bless you for the Yahuwah. With this being said, so let us set the record like we discussed last week. The fourth HAMOS and the fourth commandment. The fourth commandment said, keep the Shabbat holy. Let me just bring out the scriptures. The fourth commandment said, keep the Shabbat holy. Exodus 20, verses 8 to 11. Exodus 31, 13 to 17. Ezekiel 20, 20 also. Revelation 12. Yeah, the woman that just clothed with the sun, the moon under her feet, and the crown of 12 stars upon her head. My apology over last week subject that I did, I found out a lot of mistakes, so it was so unbelievable. A place I supposed to use past tense, I will still be using present tense, and I supposed to say 200 millions. There were the demons that resurrected from the streets of Muslim, the back of Muslim graveyard. All the demons that will be raising from the grave is 200 million, 200. But I found out myself, I keep repeating 2 million, 2 million, 2 million. The devil is so wicked. He's waging war against our mouth, try to use our mouth for his glory. So my apology for that. When I watch it, I was really feeling sorrowful, but I can't do nothing about it. The mistakes has already been made. So my apology, family. So right now, we are going to read. Yes, I would like us to read Exodus 31. Okay, Exodus 31 verses 30 to 70. I read, speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, verily my Shabbats ye shall keep, for it shall be a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that ye may know that I am Yahuwah, that do I sanctify thee. Ye shall keep the Shabbat thereof, for it is holy unto thee. Everyone that defile it shall surely be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. 6 days may work be done, but in the seventh is the Shabbat of rest, holy unto Yahuwah. Whosoever doeth any work in the Shabbat day, he shall surely be put to death. You see, he is repeating one statement. Wherefore, the children of Israel shall keep the Shabbat. You see, keep repeating, because this is something that is so serious that you can't do nothing about it. To observe the Shabbat throughout their generations for a perpetual covenant. It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days Yahuwah made heaven and earth, and on the 7th day he rested and was refreshed. You see, this is what Shabbat is all about. Like today, now it is Shabbat. We do nothing therein, only to worship Yahuwah. You see, Shabbat is the consummation, is the seal of the job done in heaven and of the job done on earth. It is the very consummation of the work for the Yahuwah did in heaven, on earth. He created the angel, every single thing. Shabbat is the conclusion of all things. It is the seal to stand in his presence. The Shabbat. Did you hear for yourself? You can also read every other part I could not read. This is the glory of Shabbat. This is what Shabbat is all about. Now Jesus, the Jesus, came and gave son they the greatest abomination. But Yahuwah said, you shall be cut off. So right now we are going to blend it with the fourth homeworks. Like I said last week, I just go into the fourth homeworks. Very simple. So today we are going to look into it deeply, what the fourth homeworks is saying concerning our physical being, our physical being protected, just like as the Shabbat is protecting you from the wrath of Yahuwah, because immediately you enter, it is the guarantee, it is the security. Immediately you are in tune with Shabbat, you don't defile it, you are doing just as for the Yahuwah asks you to do. You are being preserved, you are being protected from the wrath of Yahuwah, just like Quran said. Quran said that no one can stand in the presence of Allah without being consumed. But meanwhile, Quran said our Messiah is right in the presence of Allah over these 2,000 years, yet is coming back to execute the final judgment. Yet they said it's just a prophet. You see, they said it's just a prophet. If no one can be able to stand in the presence of Allah without being consumed, but here someone is right there over 2,000 years, and again he is coming right back in these end times to walk the earth again. And yet you are saying it's just a prophet. But meanwhile, no one can stand in the presence of Allah without being consumed. May your own blood be upon your own head. Because your Quran also exposed that Yahushua is more than a prophet. You see, so the protection, the divine protection is on the Shabbat. The fourth AMOS is dealing with our physical being, our well-being, and exactly what the Shabbat is also doing. The fourth AMOS, which is called melanocyte. This melanocyte, like I said, it has 3 branches. Like we also have 3 skin layers. The first one is called epidermis, while the second one is dermis, and the third one is hypodermis. And this melanocyte also has 3 branches. Number 1 is melanie, and number 2 is melasma, and number 3 keratinocyte. And these are their job to protect, like I said, our body, because the sun is too heavy just for our body. So with that, this is the job of this melanocytes with all his 3 branches to protect our first layer, second layer, and third layers. And if you refuse to do, because the instructions of this melanocyte said, when the sun is shining with all his strength, you should put on long sleeve and sunshade in order to protect the first layer's skin, which is epidermis. When your epidermis is protected, then the dermis is protected, and the hypodermis is protected. And when it is not protected, if your epidermis is being attacked by the sun, straight away is going to your dermis, and right away is going to your hypodermis. And when your hypodermis is attacked, therefore your DNA strand and every single chromosome will be attacked by the having UV radiation. And they said, according to the tutorials, when it's being attacked, therefore your DNA replication will be mute. Again, then you'll be bastard. If your DNA can't be traced back to its origin, therefore you have no family. And who is the son? It is King Yahushua himself, the greater light, to give light to the whole world, to illuminate the whole world. He is the Messiah himself. And what is the guarantee that you have to stand in his presence? If the sun, even though it's so millions miles away, far away, but he's still doing damages in our skin. Did you know what he did 2015? May 2015. He killed 2,000 souls in Pakistan. That is 2000. You can Google it. 2015. Again, in June, also 2015, he killed almost 3,000 souls in India. You can Google it. It's in the world news. This is what the son did. He killed. So the only presence, the only guarantee you have in the presence of Yahuwah is to enter into rest. Is the signature, rest with me eternally. That is the only way you will be. He knew you. You didn't despise his word. You obey his word. That is where he knew you. To rest with him. Then you will be spelled. But as you are keeping sun, the sun will bite you. He will destroy you. Of course, it is Sunday, so I will judge you according to what I heard from you. And when your DNA is being mute, do you know what that is? That is you are being cut off from the family of Yahuwah. We all carry the DNA of Yahuwah. But when the moment you begin to give your ear to Satan, which is the Jesus, the Sunday keeper, your DNA will be mute. You'll be cut off from the lineage, from the DNA of the Yahuwah. The Son is giving right to you. Your Sunday is giving right to you. Spiritually, Sunday is mute. He has already mute your DNA. You are being disgraced. If you don't keep my Shabbat, I will cut it off. You see where I read? If you fail to keep the Shabbat, he said you shall surely be put to death. Just as the Son put almost 3,000 souls to death 2 years ago. He said, I will kill you. Yes, because you despise his ordinances, therefore you will die. Your DNA will be mute. You are being cut off from the DNA of Yahuwah into that of the devil. Your cremated soul, you are gone eternally, because when you are gone, everything about you will be useless. Just as the digestive system said, you will be flushed out from the corny, from the anus, just as you go to tell, because many people are fixes. They are waste. Devil impute in the body system. Just as you are passing out that fixes from your anus, the same Yahushua is going to pass you out from your anus, from the anus of the devil into the link of fire, because you are waste. I don't see no reason this statement is so clear, but you are not ready to do what the royal law said. You are just after Babylonia. Your Jesus, the Jesus, has already bewitched you. Just as the first prophet Simeon was bewitched, the Samaritans taught them to be worshipping at Mount Gerizim, not to do it at Jerusalem. That was why Messiah said, you Samaritans worship whom you knew not. You are worshiping whom you don't know. You know the day you are going to know whom you worship. That will be the day you will stand in the white throne judgment. That is the day you are going to see Jesus the way he is. That is the day you are going to see that it is Allah, it is separate from Eden's garden. But you wait until then, because you will see before you believe. Thomas, you will see before you believe. So this is what the fourth commandment is saying. Keep my Shabbat holy in all. If you, not just to keep the Shabbat holy, keep the royal law. Keep the royal law and enter into rest on the Shabbat with Yahuwah eternally. If you fail to do that, he said you shall surely be put to death. What is going to put you on death? He said, I will judge you by by what I heard from you. You said Sunday is your rest, so have it. Strong delusion. Sunday is your rest, therefore have it. There's no argument about that. Just have it. There's no argument at all. He is not begging you to come out of it. Have it. Then until that day you will see whether Sunday is going to bite you. Son, it will kill you eternally. It will kill your spirit. You are doomed. Sunday. The fourth AMOS said, when the sun is shining in all its strength, put endlessly, gave you instruction. If you fail to do so, it will give you melanoma, skin cancer, and it will block your DNA. It will mute it. Then you will be a bastard. And the same thing, the fourth commandment is say, keep my Shabbat holy. If you don't, I will cut you off. You shall surely be put to death. It is perpetual covenant. So right now, let us go into our subject. This is how far I can go today. Maybe next time, of course, I'm going to be including it, for you to know what you are bringing upon yourself. Sunday. It is the day the sun is going to squash you. Yes. You will be judged by what you heard. By what Yahuwah heard from you. He will judge you exactly that same. He said that same word I hear from you, that is what I'm going to use to judge you. Now, Revelation 2, let's go into our subject now. Yahuwah created good and he also created evil. So let's take it the way we found it. In order for you not to be giving credit to the devil, no, Yahuwah is the one responsible for all these things. Revelation 9, we will know why he is responsible for all. Revelation 2, Genesis 2 verses 9. And out of the ground made Yahuwah Elohim to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. And the tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. You see, he made the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So we are going into another before we start breaking it down. Isaiah 45 verses 7 said, Yahuwah is the one speaking. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahuwah, do all these things. Did you hear him? Yes, we will know why he created evil in a moment. This will make a sense. It will make sense not too long. Just open your heart and follow up. He said he created evil. Now, AMOS 3. Sometimes it's funny, but this is serious. Verses 6. Shall a trumpet, this is for the Yahuwah talking, shall a trumpet be blown in the street, and the city, let me take it again. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahuwah has not done it? Did you hear him? He said, can any evil take place now in the city? The World Trade Center that took thousands, and Yahuwah did not do it? Like Germany the other day, like France the other day, like Belgium the other day, like Boko Haram, like ISIS. They are killing souls. And Yahuwah said, can this thing be going on and I'm not the one who is doing it? He said he's responsible. Now we will know why he is responsible. Let's get more. Isaiah 54 verses 16. Behold, I have created the smoke that bloweth the coals in the fire. Did you understand that? The people that is blowing fire everywhere. He says the one who created them. And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, the weapon of war. He said he is the one who did it. And I have created the waster to destroy. Who is the waster? The ISIS, the Boko Haram, the Taliban, the Muslim. You see, the jihadists, they are the waster. He said, I've created. He created them to destroy. So right now, let us go back to Genesis 9. Father Yahuwah said, why did he do that? That is what we are going to see now. Now, why did Father Yahuwah do that? Here is the nature of the problems. Here is the nature of the problem. Snake rat over your mind and pump up your heart with his ideology. So this is what we are going to look into now. Why did he do this? Number one, the knowledge of good and evil. The evil there was your own will, your own ideology. He never make nobody a robot. He makes angel and he gave them their free will. You can do things my way, you can do things your way. But let the word, that was why he said, I've said before you, this is life or death. But choose life that you may live, because he knew death is horrible. Therefore, he made the knowledge of good and evil. The evil there was your own will, was the will of the devil, was the will of the Satan. But Father Yahuwah expected Satan 100% to choose his own way, because he has given Satan all that Satan need. By then he was called Lucifer. He was a covered cherubim. This is what we are going to look into. Father Yahuwah have good angel at this present time. The moment he make all good angel, but at the moment devil become the side to be devil, therefore he is using them. That is what we are going to look into now. He is using, the Bible still call them bad, evil angels. They are evil angels, they are good angels. That is what we are going to look into now. How he is using the good angel and how he is also using the bad angel. He said, Yahuwah do all these things. You shouldn't give credit to Satan when the bomb somewhere is bombed. No, he is the one doing it. Can you speak back to him? Who are you? Oh, man, to talk back to Yahuwah. Who are you? So he do what pleases him. Why? Because devil has already genetically modified the whole thing. That is what we are going to look into. Therefore, Father Yahuwah now said, okay, this is what you want. Therefore, have it. Strong delusion. You need it, therefore, there you have it. So the evil there is ourself, our will. Because it make us, everyone, like you today, you have your will. That is why you are so worshiping on Sunday. That is why you are atheist. That is why you are agnostic. That is why you are Islam. That is why you are a pagan. That is why you are Buddhist, Hindus. That is why you are a prostitute, drug pusher. That is why you are a thief. That is why you are homosexuality, same-sex, lesbianism. It is your will. He gave a will. So it is left for you to do whatever you feel like doing with it. That is the evil. He created the knowledge of good and evil. The evil there was self-will. Do things my way, you can do things your way. But Father Yahuwah always is expecting us to do things in his own way. He said, I set before you life and death. Rather choose life so that you might live. You see, so he still expects you, even though he gave you your self-will, but he is still expecting you 100% for you to do his own will. But if you say you want to do your own will, you want to exalt your own will above his own, therefore have it. Then you wait for him in judgment day. So let us see. Here is the nature of the problem. Whoso despises the word, excuse me, let me take it again. Whoso despise the word shall be destroyed. But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. Here is the problem of the nature. If you despise his word, he said he will destroy you. The royal law, if you despise it, he said he will destroy you. And how is he going to do it? He will stand up, he will send to you the waster, the ISIS, the Boko Haram, the Taliban, the Hamas, the Al-Shabaab, the jihadists. He will send them to you that will take off your head. Because you despise his word, therefore he said he's going to send you a waster. Here is the nature of the problem. Let's get some more. Isaiah 5:20. Here is even a curse. It said, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitterness for sweet and sweet for bitterness. He said, woe. You see? Because Father Yahuwah knows, because of your self-will, you are going to be calling evil good. You are going to be calling darkness light. You are going to be calling sweet or bitter, whereby you will take bitterness for sweet. Is it not what this Jesus did? He gave you Shabbat, he gave you Sunday instead of Shabbat. And woe unto you for accepting Sunday. Woe, sorrow, woe, sorrow. That is what he said. They said sorrow unto you. For you to accept Sunday, the knowledge of good and evil from Satan that gave you Sunday. What did you see Sunday? Christmas, January 1st, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Children's Day, or whatever, Lovers' Day, Thanksgiving Day. Where did you see it from the royal law other than the feast of Yahuwah? Woe unto you, he said. You know what is woe? Tap it. Sorrow, anguishness, pains, darkness, confusion. Yes, because you are calling evil good. And you are calling good what you're supposed to call good. You said that is evil. When we are speaking about the truth to you, you will be calling us names. While we are proving the royal law, like one man said, I don't know what he's called himself. He said he's a pastor. Pastor my foot. He said, I love your message, sister. It's really amplifying. But here is my problem. The Shabbat is not clear unto me. I don't understand why you are preaching, talking about Shabbat. And I said, sir, you are possessed. Christianity is self-deceive. They can deceive themselves. That is the self-will. Where did you see Sunday? And I said, sir, from Genesis down to Revelation, no one scripture authorized Sunday as a day of worship. Where did you see just one scripture? Can you prove it? But Shabbat is everywhere. The Shabbat that you can find in the royal law is not clear to you. I said, do you see? That one is not clear. But what you don't find is clear unto you. I said, do you see your life? This is Satanism. Why we are preaching unto you, bringing out you will be calling us evil. If we are evil, this world should have been paradise. That is what I keep saying. If Islam were the true religion, this world should have been paradise. Islam, one mosque is the place where I am. But here, Every corner, every street is Christianity. This is how they divided against. It said kingdom against kingdom. This is how Christianity is against each other. You go to this hall, you will see a 4 member, a 10 member, a 2 member. Some they are doing is city room. This is how they divide against each other. If you are really serving one God, why can't you all join together and worship your God as Islam is doing it? Only one mosque, big as this Burma, only just one mosque. But Christianity, they said they love their God. They are a liar, money lovers. Churches everywhere, nations against nation, kingdom against kingdom. This is how they divided. They are against each other. They don't want to come together and worship their God. They are divided against each other. This one is preaching against it. They are preaching their service, their churches. Let me use your language for you. You see? When we are talking about the ridiculous, what we are digging out from the royal law, Christianity can never give it to you because they know they are the primary channel of great deception of the last day. They can't give it to you. All this thing, you can't hear it from Christian. If I was also a Christian, you can't hear it from me. Never. Why should I expose my own secret? But we are right here to do it for them. And we are not doing it for them to be saved. No, they are doomed already for the sake of the elect among them. So here is the nature of the problem. Devil put forth evil for good, and may also join him to celebrate that evil. The knowledge, Christianity celebrated the downfall of man. They are celebrating the knowledge of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. That is their Christmas tree. You see? So this here is the problem of the nature. This is why he gave it to you. So let's get some more. And this Isaiah 5:20, it is very applicable. In fact, to almost third part. In fact, it is third part of mankind. It's much applicable to them. Yes, putting forth evil as good. That is the nature of the problem. So right now, let us see Psalm 5. Hebrew 13, verses 8. Malachi 3, verses 6. Malachi 3:6. For I am Yahuwah, I change not. You see, he said, I am Yahuwah, therefore I don't change. So, in case for you not to think that it was the Yahuwah of Old Testament, in the New Testament, it changed already. No, let's also go to the New Testament. Now, Hebrew 13 verses 8. Yahushua HaMashiach, the same yesterday, and today, and forevermore. You see? So, he said it don't change. It's the same. So right now, why are we including this? You see the disaster that has been going on right from Genesis 3. He was right there. When they now did that wickedness, that sentenced them. That brought the destruction about mankind today. And now, if he's doing it those days, you think he will repeat that at these days watching you? His strong delusion, he gave it to you already. You see the World Trade Center? He said he did it. You see all these thousands upon thousands, they are slaughtering like the northern side in Nigeria. We see what the Boko Haram is doing, what the Ansar is doing, what the Muslim is doing. They are setting ablaze every churches. Let me use your language for your understanding. They will just go and Google it and know how many and how they are destroying souls. Yes, he said he is the one. Can that thing happen? He said, can evil take place in the city? And Yahuwah did not do it. He's not afraid of you. He's letting you know because we see the nature of the problem. Therefore, he's letting you know he is the one doing it. He is responsible for all. Yes. Now we are going to see about when he released the bad angel. I think I will read it. To take all, I will read it later. To kill third part of mankind. That will be, according to calculation, will be 2.5 billion souls. When the vision I saw, when Islam is resurrected in Revelation 9, when they resurrect to do this one more time destruction. In fact, billions is going to convert to Islam. But billions is also going to 2.5 billion souls is going to be cut off for that 42 months. Whether you are atheist or whatever it does, it's not important. Or you don't want to take mark of the beast, it's not important anymore. Father Yahuwah stated it already. The people the number that is going to be cut off for that great tribulation, 3.5 years. They are all together is 7 years, but they are going to do it this great destruction for 3.5 years, which is 42 months. They are going to cover the four corners of the earth, like I said last week when the devil was fooling himself, attacking my mouth. 200 millions is to be risen. It's also in Revelation 9 from the dead. And these 4 oxen men, they are already positioned in the four corners of the earth. And each oxman, they are going to be holding 50 million demons that resurrect from the grave. And these 50 million demons is going to impersonate the armies, or let me say the ISIS and the Boko Haram. They are the physical army, but the spiritual army is coming. That is the bad angel we are going to look into now. They are going to impersonate the physical army. Each oxman, Revelation 6, each one is having 50 million resurrected demon to impersonate also the physical army to do this great destruction. You don't escape this. Father Yahuwah already stated all these 4 angels in the four corners of the earth. There's no way you cannot escape this. It is great destruction. It is like the days of Noah and the days of Lot. But this judgment is going to be taking place like that of Lot, country to country, city to city. They are going to be appearing and disappearing. That is how Father Yahuwah wanted. He said, I'm the one doing it, not Islam nor Allah. No, he said, can evil take place in the city? I, Yahuwah, did not do it. No, he is not afraid of you. He let you know I am the one. Yes, he created evil and he created good. If you go by the good, fine. If you go by your will, which is the evil, you will be squashed. Yes, that is how he wanted to be. So now they are already in the four corners of the earth. What are they waiting for? The 200 million resurrected body. That is what they are waiting for, because that is the power. That is the power that is going to endow the physical army to carry. But we also have the same. We will also look into our own now. So when this destruction is going on, don't say Allah Kubaro. No, Allah is not Kubaro in this. It is Yahuwah Kubaro. Okay? Not Allah Kubaro. So as soon as the bottomless pit is open, and this 200 million army dead or demons is released from the spiritual into the physical to impersonate the physical army. 2.5 million, so I think the word today were about 7 billions. 2.5 billion is going to be wiped out of the surface of the earth in these 42 months. Mark this message. It is prophetic. This is what we found in the royal law. We are not putting our own, and we are not taking out. It is a cause. We found it, and we found it in the royal law, and therefore we need to talk about it. So right now we are going to look into the physiology, or we are going to talk about into the physiology of angels. We will first of all address that, the good angel. Then later on we will conclude with the bad angel. Now the numeric codes of Father Yahuwah. We are dealing with number 1 today. And number 1, it takes the uniqueness of Father Yahuwah. And this uniqueness of Father Yahuwah, number 1 means uniqueness of Father Yahuwah. He is before all, to him alone and him alone, in all and all. He's using all things. He said, I created all things for my own use. So that is the number 1. The glory of his number 1, the numeric code, the treasure, the mystery in number 1. It takes for the Yahuwah uniqueness, and this uniqueness now brought about all things, whether good angels or bad angels, into his service. Let's just get a scripture for that. Ephesians 4, I read from verses 4. There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling, one Adonai, one faith, one baptism, one Yahuwah, and one Father of all, who is above all, and through all, and in you all. In you all things. This is his uniqueness. And this is uniqueness brought about all things, demon, principalities, power, whatever, under his governorship. So right now, that is the numeric code number 1. So right now, let's look into the physiology of angel. Angel. Excuse me. Okay, what are angels for? Angels are Yahuwah's staff, a partaker of Yahuwah program on earth. Yahuwah ruled his universe corporately. In other words, angels are executing Yahuwah's program here on earth, spiritually and physically. This is the use of angel, and this is why for the Yahuwah created them. They are Yahuwah's staff in his company. So right now, I bring out 7 points, about 30 points or 40 points. We are going to look into, if I'm not able to read the scripture, but I will just pass it to you. You can read it by yourself. So point 1, angels are created beings. Yes, they are created beings. Let's get that from John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Yahuwah, and the Word was Elohim. This is Messiah is talking about here. He is the Word of Almighty. And the same was in the beginning with Yahuwah. All things were made by him. He's talking about Messiah Yahushua. And without him was not anything made that was made. In other words, Messiah is in the front of CNN. It should be the front of any news magazine, any breaking news center, not angel, because he is the one who created angel, because he said through him all things were created. Let's see how he did that in Genesis 1. Because account of John, Yahuwah said, in the beginning he was the Word. So in the beginning, here we are now, in the beginning, Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, Yahuwah created the heaven and the earth. And you know, he did all this thing by his word, which is Messiah. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit, this is the Ruach HaKodesh of Yahuwah, moved upon the face of the waters. And Yahuwah said, let there be light, and there was light. By his word. You see, through here, he was procreating by his word. And who was doing that? It is Messiah, Yahushua HaMashiach, in the beginning. So right now, let us go to Colossians. Colossians 1, I read from verses 15. Who is talking about Messiah? You can start from 13, 14 for a better understanding. I start from 15 for the sake of time. Who is the image of the invisible Yahuwah, the firstborn of every creature? For by him were all things created. You see the word of Yahuwah. For by him were all things created, that are in heaven and that are on earth, visible and invisible. You see, visible, it is here on earth, what we can see. And the invisible, it is the heavens. You see? Okay, it is the heavens, the things we cannot see, the spirit realm, visible and invisible. Whether there be thrones or dominions or principalities or blessings or powers, all things were created by him and for him, because he said he made all things for his own use. All things. Good angel, fine. Bad angel, fine. Boko Haram, fine. Peacemaker, fine. I said blood-sucking demon Allah, no problem. He made all things for his own use. And he is before all things. And by him all things consist. All things. And he is the head of the body. Okay, let me stop it right here. Yeah. You see? So, Messiah is the creator of all things. Both angels. Every single thing. He said he created it all. So this is the point 1. We are going to point 2. The job of angel, point 2. Angels are serving bills. They are serving bills. So let us see that in Hebrew 1:14. I read. And are they not all ministry spirits sent forth to minister for them who will be hence and inherit salvation? You see, angels are serving beings. They are created to serve us. And this is the number one problem of Satan, because he was once angel, powerful, but he refused to serve. He refused to serve the first man. And Father Yahuwah created angel to serve us. Rather, devil want to be served. You see, as Messiah came, he served us. He washes our feet. He said the greatest among you must be a servant to serve. He served us. This was how the devil should have been serving us. No, he said he will not serve us. Rather, he wants us to serve him. Only for the Yahuwah will need to serve. But angels, they are serving beings. They need to serve us. Those that is going to inherit salvation because now it's been broken into two pardon. So right now, the one that is going to inherit salvation, angel is still serving us. They are minister to us. They are all over us night and day. So let's go to the point 3. Right, the devil is now letting people to serve him instead of him serving us. He is not making people to be serving him. He refused to serve us. Rather, he wants to be served. He will be served in the lake of fire. The fire of brimstone is going to be serving Satan. Yes, because he wants to be served. They are going to be squashing his face everywhere. Yes, he wants to be served. He will get that service in the lake of fire eternally. And if you are also one with him, so you will also receive the same judgment. Likewise. Point 3, angels are both spiritual and physical beings. So we are going to, you can read this one in your quiet time. It's very long and you will see it is awesome. Judges chapter 13. You can read all through. I will read Hebrew 13 verses 2, excuse me. So I read. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. Remember them that are in bands. Okay, no, I stop. Only 2 is sufficient. You see, he said, you powerful being, angelic being is in our midst, yet we don't know it. He said, you shouldn't be forgetting. Don't be not forgetful to entertain strangers. He said, by so do you will entertain, you will receive evil angel in your own house, but you can know it. That is what happened in this place I just quoted. That is what happened actually. Angel were communicating with them. They don't even know it was angel. Read it. So let's go to the point 4. Point 4, angels are personal beings. Yeah, in order for you to be a Pexi, when I say personal being, I mean they are Pexihood. In order for you to be a person, it goes in this 3 goes. Number 1, intellect. And number 2, emotion. And number 3, will. Intellect, we see that angel have personal being. Intellect, let us go to, for you to know, intellect, that means you want to know, you want to learn. You desire something. 1 Peter 1 verses 12. I read, unto whom it was revealed that not unto themselves, but unto us, that they did minister the things which are now reported unto you by them that have preached the gospel unto you with the Ruach HaKodesh sent from heaven, which things the angels desire to look into. This is awesome. The angel want to know how salvation, what is salvation, and how does salvation work for mankind. They want to know. They desire to look into it, because angel cannot be redeemed. Because angels, they are holy and they are pure eternally. Angel can never be demon once they said they don't want to be demon. And when angel become demon, they can never inherit salvation anymore. They are doomed eternally. Salvation will never be given unto them. So this baffles their mind, as I say, how the flesh is receiving salvation. They want to know what it is, how is it like. You see, because angel don't receive salvation. So now, angel, that is point 1. Angel are motion, their motion. Okay, let us also see the scripture for that. So angel also have emotion. Luke 15 verses 10. Likewise, I say unto you, there is joy in the presence of angels of Yahuwah over one sinner that repented. Hallelujah. You see, when one soul is beast now, when for the Yahuwah snatch out a soul out of the pit of hell, from the wickedness of Satan, from the Sunday madness, into the right thing. Angels go crazy. They celebrate, they rejoice. They celebrate Yahuwah. In another words, which means there is a victory, another victory in the angelic being, in the group of angels, because they are the one for the Yahuwah is using to execute all his will. So among the angels in the spirit realm, there is a victory. There is another victory for Father Yahuwah, that when they succeed pulling out just one soul out of the kingdom of darkness, out of the graveyard, this graveyard called the Christendom, angels go crazy. They celebrate, they worship, they party. They speak those words and worship Yahuwah for just one soul that is being cut out of the kingdom of darkness into the marvelous light of Yahuwah. Angel party, they rejoice and celebrate and say, yes, we are prevailing, we are moving forward. Yes, they worship Yahuwah. Hallelujah. Angel have emotion. So right now we are going to see the other one. These are three things that make you a person. Number one, intellect, and two, emotion, and three, will. So we are going to look into the will right now. So angel have will. Angel can decide not to serve Yahuwah just like Lucifer did. Angel can also decide to retain Yahuwah. That is the knowledge of good and evil, just like you and me. This is their personhood we are looking into. You see, angel also have a will. We are going to use that of the devil to see how their will is also playing out. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will. You see their will. This is will. I will. This is self-will. This is the knowledge of evil for the Yahuwah created. He created that of good. That of good is for you to worship him in his own way. But now also put your own way there. Never make you like a robot. You can decide to do. You can decide not to do. It's always left for you. Do whatever you want to do. You can worship on Sunday. You can worship on Friday. That is left for you. But the judgment, you have a choice to choose whatever you want to do. But you don't have a choice to face the consequences. That's what we are talking about here. And we say the consequences of the devil, it is eternal lake of fire. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahuwah. I will, you see, his will sit also upon the mouth of the congregation in the side of the north. I will ascend above the highest of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. You see, they have a will. Angel can decide to turn demon. Angel can also decide and say, no, let me stay with my creator. So they have a way, and this is what makes us a person. So this is the personhood of angel. Let us go into the other point. Angels are personal, which is the point 4. You can also read Genesis, because they also eat. They can also eat food. You can add Luke chapter 2, 9 to 14. Yeah, Genesis 18. Yeah, angel personal beings. So right now we are going to the point 5. Angels are innumerable host of beings. That is, they are uncountable. You can't count them. They are billions, if it is not trillions. But we know they are billions. You see, you can't count them. They are host of beings. They are a bunch of them. Okay, so right now, Matthew 26 or 53, Daniel 7 verses 10. So let me just read the Matthew. Let me read Daniel. Daniel 7:10. A fiery stream issued and came forth from him. A thousand ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 still before him. You see, these are angels, thousands upon thousands. In other words, these thousand here, it should be 100 million angels attending to Father Yahuwah one time. And there are almost over 400 references in the royal law of the host of uncountable angels are in the heavens. So let me quickly read Matthew, I think 26 here, 26:50. 3. So only at a spot, over 100 millions angels is ministering to for the Yahuwah. So they are bunch. We can't even, we are just guessing, maybe billions or trillions. But we guess they are more than that. Thinketh not thou that I cannot now pray unto my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels. Legions, you can't even count. Legions, you can't count. When it gets to legion, you can't count. So they are even more than trillions. He said, my Father, when I talk to him, he will bring me right now more than 12 legions of angels. You see, so they are innumerable. You can't count them. Point 6. Angels don't procreate. No, they don't procreate. You can read Matthew 22 verses 3. Devil, the reason why devil is procreating, it is because devil is already be disoriented. Devil is no more angel but demons. So that is why he can go into a woman for procreation. So that is why he's doing that wickedness. In other words, angels don't procreate. So if there are billions, trillions, that is the number they will be. They don't procreate. So devil is no more angel, is a demon. So that is why he is procreating. Messiah said, John 8:44, said, you are the children of the devil. So we see that devil have children right from Genesis 3. Messiah repeated everywhere, we found it there. So devil is procreating, not spiritual but physically. Because it's devil already, it's no more angel. So right now, I'm sorry that I could not even, let me quickly read it. Matthew 22, I read verses 30. For in the resurrection, they are neither married nor are given in marriage, but are as the angels of Yahuwah in heaven. You see, in resurrection, anyone that resurrects, you can't marry anymore. You will be like angels of Yahuwah in heaven. So angels don't marry, they don't procreate. Devil is no more angel, that is why he's doing this wickedness. Let's go to the other point. Point 7. Angels are the elect emancipation. Acts of Apostles chapter 12, Genesis 19. So angels, this is the job of angels. They are the elect emancipation. So let us check out 12. You know, Genesis 19, when Father Yahuwah was about to overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah, we see how they rescued Lot. So, but we are going to read Acts of Apostles chapter 12. Acts of Apostles chapter 12. I think I will start from there. Okay, let me read from 1, then I won't take it to sensation. Now about that time, Herod the king stretched forth his hand to vex certain of the congregation, and he killed James, the brother of John, with a sword. And because he saw it pleased the Jewish, he proceeded further to take Peter also. Then were the days of unleavened bread. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in the prison and delivered him to a quarterson of the soldiers to keep him, intending after the Passover to bring him forth to the people. Peter therefore was kept in the prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the congregation to Yahuwah for him. 6. And when Herod would have brought him forth the same night, yes, Peter was asleep between two soldiers, bound with 2 chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison. And behold, the angel. So this is what we are talking about. They are the elect emancipation. And behold, where the angel of Yahuwah stood by you, no matter where the enemy drag you into, they won't be having no power over you. They will come to your rescue at the die minute. They are the elect emancipation. And behold, the angel of Yahuwah came upon him. A light shone in the prison, and he smote Peter on the side and raised him up, saying, Rise up quickly. And his chains fell off from his hands. And the angel said unto him, Get yourself and bind on thy sandals. And so he did. And he said unto him, cast thy garment about thee, and follow me. And he went out and followed him, and was not that it was true which was done by the angel, but thought he was seeing a vision. When they were past the first and the second word, they came into the iron gate that leadeth unto the city, which opened to them of his accord. And they went out and passed on through the street, and forthwith the angel departed from him. And when Peter was come to himself, he said, now I know of a certain that Yahuwah had sent his angel and hath delivered me out of the hand of Herod, and from all the expectation of the people of the Jewish. You see, so this is the job of angels that at the last minute of destruction, they appeared. And things change. So let's go for the, you can read the same thing with Sodom and Gomorrah. You can read it in your quiet time. Point 8, angels. Where is it? Angels as Yahuwah timetable. They are his, in other words, they are his time clock, timetable. Any operation you want to carry out, they are his timetable. He look unto them, they look unto him for the job to be done. So, like his time clock, yes. The season, the time, the year, yes. Let me call the scripture first. Genesis 14. Genesis 1, 14 to 17. Psalm 91 to 6. So angels are Yahuwah's timetable to carry out every mission at the due time. Let us go into Psalm 19. Like I said, all the 4 seasons are angels. The time clock is angel. The year is angel. Yeah, they are angels. The sun, the moon, the star, they are all angels. I think we are going to look into that, if not midst of the week, or if not midst of the week, there will be next week, next Shabbat. The chief archangel, which is Messiah himself. I think we are going to do that. So let's first of all deal with his angel that is working for him. Psalm 19. The heavens declare the glory of Yahuwah, and the firmament showeth for his handiwork. Day after day utter speech, and night unto night showeth forth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not held. If it is just normal song or whatever, nothing is normal. They are angels. The Son is the most powerful angel, which is King Yahushua. We are going to deal with that at the midst of the week or the Shabbat. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the ends of the earth world. In there hath he set a tabernacle. You said all of them have their tabernacle. If we are not able to establish everything today, next week we'll go into it. The tabernacle of Satan. We'll go more into that and see. This is how people is also useless their life. They will make big fool of what Father Yahuwah made them to be. Devil, in fact, we are going to do that of the devil next week. Really, we are going to see what devil lost. This is so awesome and is so powerful. He just lost it for temporary service. You see, they have tabernacle for the Son. You see, he said, had he set a tabernacle for the Son. The Son have his own office, which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber and rejoice as a strong man. You see, now they're not turned to a man to run a race. You see, angel, their personhood, which is King Yahushua. We are going to see that more on the Shabbat. Their personhood, we will go more into it. You see, their angel sun star will also go into that. We'll use the book of Enoch precisely. And we will also see what the devil lost. He lost it all. His tabernacle was so awesome, it was so glorious, but he lost it all. So you can read Genesis 1:40-17 in your quiet time. Let's go to the other point. Okay, point 9. Angels are functional beings. In other words, they are full-time worshiper. Yes. Revelation 5:11-14. Psalm 148 verses 2. Yes, you can read that. And Psalm 103 is talking about angels. Let's go into it a little bit. Psalm 148 verses 2. Praise ye him, all his angels. Praise ye him, all his hosts. David, this was the office of Satan. Satan was high priest of praise. It's sad. Satan was high prince of praise. You see, as soon as he fell, the tribe of Yehuda now took over that place, but angel Gabriel handled this very part. You see, they are worshiping for the Yahuwah night and day. They don't have night nor day. The four living creator, they are angel creature. They are angel. They worship holy, 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 Orabaseke. Night and day, they stop not. You see, so these are the function. These are the primary job of angel, to worship for the Yahuwah. And that was what the devil was supposed to teach Adam and Hawa, how to worship Yahuwah. But the devil said no, rather he wanted to worship him. Because the devil was high prince of praise. But all those things that was built in him right now is not given to Gabriel. So right now, let us go to Revelation 5. Revelation 5:11. And behold, and I heard the voice of many angels round about the throne, and the beast, and the elders, and the number of them was 10,000 times 10,000, and thousands of thousands. We can't count. You see, who can that? This is how far it can go. It now begins to say 1,000, 10,000 times 10,000. You see, I take it again. And I beheld, and I heard the voice of many angels around about the throne, and the beast, and the elders, and the number of them was 10,000 times 10,000, and thousands of thousands, saying with a loud voice, worthy is the Lamb that was slain to receive power and riches and wisdom and strength and honor and glory and blessing. Every creature, listen now, every creature which is in heaven and on the earth and under the earth, and such as are in the sea, and all that are in them, heard I saying, blessing and honor and glory and power be unto him that sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb forever and ever. And the four beasts said, Amen. And the 24 elders fell down and worshipped him that liveth forever and ever. In other words, angels they are the one to conduct worship. That as soon as they sound the trumpet of worship, every single thing is responded. Things in heaven, things on earth, things under the earth, in the sea, the fish, the creature, the animal, Satan, demons, Erebos Karabayandorokos Grima Hantalaba worship, Rebobos Klima Hantalaba Yakorobos Endelebo. Imo seke yeke bo man santa la ba yeke boya burile bo santa la ba shende bo merika yandara busende e orobo skarabo yende imorobo santa la bu me shanta la babu yeke rebo burile be yakara bosende ye burile mo shanta la bubu burile yarama santa la bobo Kurelebo Shandalama Santala Bobo Yahuwah Bos Kalabo Burelebo Santala Buye Burelebe Sunalama Yakarabo Burelebo Yerobo Saka Yakabo. Yes, Father. Burelebo Saka Yakabo Burelebo Raba Saka Yakabo. Yeah, mama Sandalabo. Yes, everything responded. Whether you are a demon, you worshipped. Whether you are witches or wizard, you just worship. Whether you are whatever you are, he said things under the earth, things in the sea, every animal, they worship. They worship him who liveth eternally. So let's go into point 10. I think we are going to start with point 10 today. So whether the midst of the week or Shabbat next week, we'll take the other 4. I think I listed 30 or 40 or so. So we'll take the other 4 and conclude it with the evil. Father Yahuwah is about to wrath now on earth. He's about to do something so brutal. Why? Because you rejected his word. So he's so much hungry with third part of mankind. This 2.5 billion must be done away with. Others will convert to Islam because only 1/3 is going to be rescued. It's going to be covered with the blood of Messiah. So let's go into point 10 and we'll stop here today. So next week we'll continue with the 4 points. Maybe I will still add because there are a lot of points. I thought I was going to finish the whole subject today. So that was why I didn't listed it all. So the other points I'm going to add it. Then we'll use that one next Shabbat or the midst of the week, any one of it. So angels are powerful beings. They are powerful beings. Powerful in nature. They control nature. These are the hand of Yahuwah. These are the battle axe of Yahuwah. I don't know if I have to leave this because this conjoined with the great destruction that is about to come. I'm not saying this to frighten you. We are just unveil this to you so that you will put your house in order. That is the only reason, family. Not to make you scared, not to make you panic. No, it is to make you put your house in order. Like we are doing now, this is the sounding of the trumpet of get ready, prepared. This is the nature of this message. Not to make nobody frightened or fear or terrified or dread. I'm not here to dread you at all. But to make you put yourself in order to vomit Babylonia and to return back to the right thing. So I think I'm going to start from this point 10. They are part of the control nature. How angels control us. They control all things. And the same with demon. Demon, if you are not in tune, in line with Father Yahuwah, therefore demon is also controlling your nature. Because from good angel, they're not turned to bad angel. Let me just give one scripture. Next week we continue with the point 10. We continue with point 10. With other one, I'm also going to add into it. Let's see Psalm 78 verses 49. Let's see the bad angel. Okay, right now Samuel 78 verses 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, and indignation, and troubled by sending evil angels among them. You see, Father Yahuwah is using both the good angels and the evil angels. So next week we are going to see the havoc. I will also reserve this scripture. It says the one that created this weapon to wreak havoc. I will read it next week. So he's the one doing it. In case anything like this is going on, you don't need to give glory. Oh, devil kill somebody. Oh, no, it is Father Yahuwah. He said responsible. I will see the nature of the problem. Why he responsible for this disaster in the life of humanity? It is because man has become his enemy. They love good. They not put devil that is evil. They not begin to call devil that is evil good, and good they not begin to call evil. Devil that is darkness they not begin to call light. Yahuwah that is light they not begin to call darkness. And devil that is evil they not bitter they not begin to call sweet. And Yahuwah that is sweet they not say bitterness. The royal law, they say he's done away with it. They say the royal law is a curse. They now keep Babylonia that is a curse. Babylonia is cursed eternally. So let's see how he is sending evil spirit to destroy them. Let's just see one picture of it. Next week we are going to see more of it. Why? Because you choose your own way. You keep it Sunday, you choose your own way. Therefore, evil spirit is on its way coming. He call it evil angels. Father Yahuwah have good angels. He have bad angels. That is what we are looking into. Next week we are going to see how he really used the bad angels to destroy, to kill. That's what he said. He's responsible for all. So that's what we are going to see next week. Let me just give you one to ponder about how he is doing it. Exodus 12. Exodus 12, 23. I read, for Yahuwah will pass through to smite the Egyptians And when he set the blood upon the litter, the litter and on the both side posts, Yahuwah will pass over the door, and he will not suffer the destroyer. He will not suffer the destroyer to come into your house to smite you. You see, who is he using? Remember, he said, I created the waster to destroy. And he said he will not permit the destroyer to enter your house. As you have the seal of Shabbat, as you have the seal of his name in your forehead. Shabbat is the seal of heaven, of the earth, of all things. Shabbat is the seal of everything. Is the seal. Is the seal. Angels don't need the name of Yahuwah. No. Only on earth mankind needs the name of Yahuwah for us to be sealed. No, but the Shabbat, it is working for angels and for us. Shabbat is the sealed of all things. As soon as he was done with the work of the 6, he sealed it, and he blessed it, he hallows it, he set it apart, and call it a holy set apart day for eternal rest. He rested. Shabbat is the seal of angels and humanity. Every single work Father Yahuwah has done. Shabbat is the consummation of it all. He said, when he sealed this seal, as the destroyer is coming, he will not connive you, because the seal is the divine protection. So let's see one more scripture. Who is the destroyer? It is the Abadaido, the king of the bottomless pit. That is the king Father Yahuwah said over the bottomless pit in Revelation chapter 9. He is the destroyer. Somebody have an accident, he died. It is Abadaido that killed that person. Abadaido in Hebrew simply means the angel of death. Ierebo sekele yekebo. Ierebo sekele yekebo. Ima santulubu yekebo. Ierebo seke yekebo. Anyone that died now, before, it is the Abadaido. He is the destroyer. You see, he now went into the house of the Egyptians. He slaughtered, he slew every single firstborn of the Egyptians. Abadaido is the one doing it. Not for the Yahuwah. For the Yahuwah don't kill. He don't go into war. King Yahushua don't go into war, except for the final battle. So devil is too small for King Yahushua to be waging war against. Angels is the one that take care of him. Angel Michael is the angel assigned for Yisrael. So we'll see that next week. This 7 powerful archangel in the book of Enoch. We listed out. We don't really have all their names in this our royal law, but we get all their names from the book of Enoch. So we are going to look into that next Shabbat. You see, so the archangel Michael is the angel of Yisrael. So we'll look more into it, what they are doing for you and me next Shabbat. King Yahushua don't take care of Satan. No, Michael, the 7 archangels, I will call their name next week, and I will read it from the book of Enoch. You will see what they are doing for you and me. 7 archangels, powerful. They are the one that is taking care of Satan and all his demons. King Yahushua, Satan is too small for him to handle. Father Yahuwah don't go to battle. No. He only tell his son his word. He knew already what to do. It's just like president, you sit on your seat, on your office, you give a commandment to the armies, go and slaughter and go and do this and go and do that. This is what Father Yahuwah is doing. King Yahushua is doing a mix to say, because King Yahushua is his word. Father Yahuwah get the credit when the job is done. You see, when every firstborn of the Egyptians was being slain, Father Yahuwah get the credit. You see, every nation that surrounds Egypt, praise Yahuwah. They were afraid when the Israel was coming. They were afraid and said, "Do you know what he did to the Egyptians? You know, Father, when it comes to the fullness of time of bringing out his children, we are about to come out from exile. We are about to leave Babylon now into the promised land. And now is the time. Any demon, any man or woman that does stand on the way, you will go for it. When Father Yahuwah said it is appointed time to go, because all angels as is appointed time. And angels is the one to carry us. They are our flight. They are our flight to return back home. Each of us, we have everyone on earth. As far you have salvation, you have your angel. He is the one carrying you, fly on the sky. Sometimes you see yourself, you are sorry. It is your angel that carried you. Hallelujah. Our angels is the one carrying us everywhere we are going. You see, he sent forth Abaddon, go and kill every firstborn of the Egyptians. For you to know, Father Yahuwah is not playing game. He slaughtered even those that were also in prison. All their firstborn was slaughtered. So now what did animal also do? Why did the firstborn of animal also get slaughtered? Yes, Father Yahuwah is letting you know that I mean business. If Father Yahuwah want to promote his children, want to bring them out of bondage, anything by thing goes for it. He's letting you know that I'm not playing no games, I make business. And now it is the time, because our time of punishment is completed. That was why I said it is finished. It is done. It is completed. Yes, ofo ne. Ofo igbina fo. Igbina is over. Okwofo. You see, it is done. Totally, it is finished. This is the time of our redemption. And Michael is the one that cast that devil out of the kingdom, out of heaven. Is also the one that is going to chain devil. That is what we are going to see. The devil is going to prison for 1,000 years. And Gabriel, the seventh archangel, is the one to do that. He is the one to do that. And this seventh archangel is the one to also command the Islam. That is what we are going to see next week. Is the one to command Mahadim what to do. And the number of Makan they are going to slay is already being written down. Third part, 1/3 of it is going, which is 2.5 billion. Today, if it is today, it is 2.5 billion, as we are 7 billion on earth. 2.5 billion is going away to destruction right away. You see? So when somebody die, don't give credit to Satan. It is for the Yahuwah himself that is doing it. And Abaddon is the one that is killing people. Abaddon, it is the angel of death. According to what for the Yahuwah revealed unto me, Abaddon was the one that appeared to my mother. Then she died. So when Abaddon appeared to you, that means you are going, it is death. That is sudden death. Abaddon is the one doing it. Why? Because the children of Satan full everywhere. They become a stumbling block to us, not to return back to the real thing. So for that, Father Yahuwah is releasing Abaddon. Abaddon is about to kill firstborn. Abaddon is about to kill his children. He's about to kill right now. Yes, it is the job of Abaddon. He's killing people. So let me give you this. We'll round up with this. Revelation chapter 9. Here is Abaddon, is the king. Father Yahuwah make him a king in the bottomless pit. So he's the king. He is the one that is killing people. He is another son of Satan. Probably second son of Satan. Because Beelzebub that is doing these lying wonders in the Christendom is the firstborn of Satan. And Abaddon is the secondborn of Satan, which is the king of the bottomless pit. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fell from heaven unto the earth. It is the star, the Abaddon, unto the earth. And to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great gigantic furnace. And the sun and the hell were darkened by the reason of the smoke of the pit. You see, Abaddon, he already be given unto Abaddon. They are about to be risen to come and slay third part of mankind. Let me quickly go there. So next week on Shabbat we'll go more into that. How they are going to slaughter them. These bad angels. Father Yahuwah is the one using them. And saying, okay. I read now 30. And the sixth angel ascended, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar which is before Yahuwah, saying to the sixth angel, which had the trumpet, loose the 4 angels. This is the 4 oxmen, like we see in Genesis, Revelation chapter 6. Something powerful is going on in the spirit realm. Yeah, people is still talking about, oh my father, buying private jet, selling anointing oil, selling bango. If you monitor me, you die. Selling prayer book, selling their t-shirt with their picture print on it. It's sad. They are not preparing their congregation to return back to the real thing. They are doing business. Suleiman is traveling everywhere only to do business. To say, if bango, if you monitor me, you die. What a shame on you, wizard. Lose the 4 angels which are burned in the river Euphrates. Like I showed you the other day, maybe I'm going to show you next week. Euphrates is dried up already. And the 4 angels is already being stated in the 4 corners of the earth. The only thing we are waiting for now, it is the 200 million army that is going to be raised, because the bottomless pit, as soon as it's open, they are coming back. Samuel Ramos, Nimrite, Mahdi, Cain, Ishmael, they are coming back. Esau, they are coming. And 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for, listen now, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of man. And this third part of man is 2.5 billion. This is the Abaddon. He is a killer. He is the destroyer. He is the bad angel that is killing people. Yes, Father Yahuwah is the one using him to kill people. He is the one using him to slay people. So when somebody die now, don't give credit to nobody. It is Father Yahuwah did it. He used Abaddon. Abaddon is the one that is slaughtering people. So family, be in tune. This would be of a happy hand, not that we are scaring you. No, we are doing this to put you in order. So next week we are going to see more great disaster. Father Yahuwah is doing. He says he's the one that is responsible. Why? We see the problem of the nature. Because you call evil good, you call Satan good. That is his anger. So next week, Shabbat, we are going to see how he is using it to work with you these days. How is using it to minister to you these days. And you will be saying, you see heaven, you see air, you see this. And next week we will unveil that. It is Abaddon. With this being said, I say shalom. And for the Yahuwah, I bless you with the voice of Psalm 29. Iyerebo sendele yebo masekebo. Imo seke yeke yekerelebo seke. I bless you, my Father. I love you. With the voice of Psalm 29, I'm singing. My spirit and my soul is singing unto you. So in other words, this should be the part 1. So next week, get ready for the part 2 to prepare you and put your house in order.